What's up, Space Cadets? It's your girl, NovaBlaStarr, and I'm back with a new video. So, I have new glasses. What do y'all think? I think they're cute. I got them from iBuyDirect, not sponsored by the way. It's just where I usually get my glasses from, and I like them because if you buy a pair of glasses, you could donate a pair. So I always like getting my glasses from them because I'm getting a pair and somebody in need is also getting a pair. But anyway, enough about iBuyDirect. We are indeed playing a new game. So today we're going to be playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I thought it would be dope if we play all of the Phoenix Wright games, but like in chronological order. Almost said that wrong. I almost said chronological. Oh no. The first game technically would be this game. And then after that, I think that's when we get into those like DS, Ace Attorney, kind of like with Phoenix and stuff. So I'm thinking we start here, play the games. If I see the views, you know I'm gonna play it. So let's start off with the first, I guess, chapter, or however, first case. I guess that would be considered the first case. So let's jump right into it.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Oh dang. Ooh. Episode 1, The Great Departure. Okay, I see you. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of reading in this. I'm gonna try to do characters and voices. We're gonna see how I go. All right, let's get it. I still can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Okay. Oh. What? Oh, no, nothing. Oh, this is the bailiff. Save your glares, murderer. Sorry. The bailiff on another level. My name is... Okay, let me try. Ryu Osaku. Wait, Rai-un no Saku. Ryu no Saku? Naruhodo. I'm so sorry. We gonna call him Ryu, cause it's R-Y-U, Ryu. Okay. I'm a second year student at the Impartial Yumi University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, waiting my trial. Okay. That's enough. I don't know who that is. He's not obligated to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? Somebody else with a difficult name. I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Okay, come through, little sword daddy. Tisk, technically look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. He's so cool. Look at how his little headband is wavy. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Okay, come through, little sword daddy. Right, Ryu. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. Bro, what are you apologizing for? Oh, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I've never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. Ha ha ha. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Ah. Though, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumi University professor murdered in cold blood by a student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? You know I didn't. Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. That's what they all say until they do it. I could never murder someone. Everybody's capable of anything. Not just playing. I just play. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean? I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryu. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year of Yumi University. But he's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. You could tell by the way his headband is flying with no wind in sight. Oh, snap, I missed all of that. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I promise to have a friend like you, Kazumi, truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Okay, tell me the story. Oh, he was there too. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get the student abroad at least. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and success in court. Okay, I see you. So you'll be representing Japan as your immerse yourself in the most don't know what that said. I'm really happy for you and proud of your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mystery aura bellowing from around pretty much he got a cool aura about him. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. Okay, the heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Oh, okay, so you going to Britain. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I better get going. All right, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good luck. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then partner. Okay, so they best friends like that. He invited him to go abroad with him? Okay. So it's because he decided to stay at the restaurant that he got did in. It was straight after that when it happened. Yeah, I was about to say, it must have happened exactly after that. Agi, may I have a word? Okay, now who are these two people? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Okay, so this is our professor. Well, this case has a personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Agi. You should go immediately to the judge's chamber. To his Excellency's chamber? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocated for the defense in this trial and with sudden decision. It seems there's may be some conflicts about the proceedings today as a result. Let me turn this down because it's messing up my reading situation. So loud. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at the university before. I see. I'll go at once then. Now who is this? I shall accompany you. He's so cool! Ah! Alright then, Ryu. I'll see you in court. Yes! Yes. Thank you, Kazuma. Farewell then. Ah! Secretly in love with my best friend. Ugh, this is awkward. If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryu, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Makotoba. I'm a professor for forest medicine at Yumi University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Agi has told me about you. You are he. Yeah, it's a typo. You and he are, oh, no, maybe not. You and he are best friends, I understand. I don't hear a lot of people say that sentence the way that he did. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Oh, that's his voice. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Agi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Agi may have chosen not to tell you. He agreed to defend me, knowing that if he failed, his dreams would be shattered. But I don't understand. Oh, that's me. My bad. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It is very difficult to pursue them to grant permission, even the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true, nevertheless. Right, proving it is a different thing. A lot of people who are innocent definitely go to jail, even if they don't commit crimes. And most of them, even if they are eventually proven not guilty after years of spending time in jail, money can't recover time away from your loved ones, your life, and people are always going to have this notion that you did it anyway, even if it's proven that you're innocent. I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities. Okay, particularities. Yeah, there are certain particularities about today's trial. Sorry, what do you mean? You'll soon understand. Once proceeding, get underway. Gasp. But then, what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will propose a certain question to the defendants. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do. But what will the question be? Surely not. Oh, surely not. Do you accept that the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant. Defendant. I gotta figure out these voices. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our discussions are to be cut short. Because I didn't know what that S word was. What is that? Surreptitious? Surreptitious? I don't know. So allow me to summarize. Kazumi Agi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Ooh, of course. As the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for you, for the likes of you anyway. You murderer? This is it. This is the trial goes badly. If the trial goes badly, Kazuma dream of studying abroad are over, and what more, I'll be found guilty of murder. They'll literally stone you in the feet, probably hang you upside down and beat you by the toes. And so, with absolutely no idea what lays ahead, I embark on that unforgivable trial. Bruh, my one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Ooh, destiny. How I'm doing so far, y'all? I'm doing okay? Yeah. All right, let's do it. So cool. So this is a courtroom. This friend looks so cool. The Supreme Court of Justice. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the looks of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The power that be have determined that this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. Oh, interesting. What? But why? I'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryu. It's about to begin. Oh great and honorable judge. Hopefully you're not like the judge in all the other games. He's silly. The court will now hear the trial of Ryu. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of abbot. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal proceedings is for the defense advocates to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obligated to ask for a final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defense in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the prosecutor meant, or professor meant. But then if I say I do, I need to answer the question quickly. What should I do? Answer I do. I don't want him not to go, Your Excellency. No confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear. It's me. I was like, it's me. The shifty eyes. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryu, will be defending myself. You so brave, Ryu. What? Shock. What are you playing at, Ryu? Professor Mudtoad told me everything just now before the trial. You lied to me, best friend. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. No, I just don't want you to not freaking go abroad. You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you don't go where you need to go. Yes, I knew that's how you felt, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. That's just like a friend, like, bro, I knew you was gonna worry about me, and that's why I ain't tell you anyway. Tisk. Professor Mikotoba Shin stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
Right. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defense's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Ooh, get at him, Kazuma! Isn't that so? Yes. Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all, but hey. No! In fact, my mind is completely blank. No! I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewild.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have pre-directed a most horrendous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Justice of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standard of conduct are expected at all process. Do I make myself clear, defendant? Yes, sir. Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assign your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do your job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes, sir. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But, wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember what to say. Ryu. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court records. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court records with a press of the letter E. Nice. If you ever find yourself forgetting something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press E for the court records. All right. There's no time to lose. All right, court records. University collar pin, nice. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with E. Okay. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. Okay, so this must be the victim. John H. Wilson, 47, the victim of this case. He was visiting professor of medicine at Yumi University from the British Empire. So he was visiting this guy, Eugene. a medical school professor at the university. He's an author in the forest of medicine. I have a feeling, y'all. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court records. Nice. And it's down below too, so that way we'll be able to see it. So that's good to know. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. So cool. Find the victim in the people section of the court records and then press R to represent. Okay, so press R.
Yes!
Yes. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Tis, ha ha ha. Well, at least you can remember the name of the esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England invited to the university 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such a profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after a lengthy negotiation. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Algo-Japan Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delegation circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been split on our soil. You two, both undergrads at the university, are not. Murdering a professor from the very institute that provides your education, have you no honor?
Ugh, but I didn't do it. The case is coming up under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. Right, for England come over there and bomb y'all, bruh. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of the upsetting the English policy makers. Exactly, y'all scared. And you're a convenient and expeditable scapegoat to blame for this crime. That's messed up. So that's why this trial has these unusual I forget how I said it. It is. It's very important. Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna scapegoat, yeah. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Think, but nationality and treaties won't make any difference for me here. Right. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Right, what did you witness? Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. All right, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Okay. Right, he was there, so he should know how it went down for real. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Okay, wait. Right, okay, dude was all the way over there. I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from the Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hi. Okay, so he went over to say hi. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Okay, now then, let me pose my next question to you, defendant. Yes, Your Excellency. How did the professor of medicine, Dr. H. Wilson, lose his life? Wasn't he shot? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death. Well, obviously that was Ryu.
Remember that in the court, every assertion must be backed up with evidence. By evidence? But how? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select the present. Do it now. This has to be it. Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body.
Yes.
Okay, I can present like that. That's cool. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhage, death due to a gunshot trauma. Learn to read your indoctrinals. That's the post-mortem report, I take it? Yeah, yes, that's right. That, post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissected corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. I'm getting a little tongue-tied already. It's only been like, 30 minutes? But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to test on any of this later, I don't care. This is a so-called photograph picture of the scene of the crime. They had photos back then? I guess so. Okay, let's pay attention to everything. Here's a little shot wound. Okay, you can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Okay. Thank you, Consul. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the records. The photograph printed of the victim has been entered into the court records. A photo printed that shows the victim, he was shot from the front in the chest. How we know he got shot from the front? Oh, I guess the burn marks from the front of his shirt show he got shot from front. Okay, so that's a photo print. Well, that's something. I've never seen one before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The details is incredible. All right, very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Okay. Certainly, Your Excellency. So without further ado, in order to better appease the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Ugh, this is it then. I think I may have worked out what the prosecution had in mind. The professor, you mean Dr. Michael Otoba. Yes, clearly your defendant lawyer today is not me, but that doesn't mean. Well, I can still act as your assistant. Nice. Of course. Well, he was speaking with me before. He simply said, Kazuya Agami must be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his horn in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in the crazy look of bewilderment and to control the cold sweats. Oh, only if you rein in the crazy headband. Oh, reel in the crazy headband and control the eye stare first. Right, because his headband is doing weird stuff too. All right, here we go. Witness, state your name, occupation for the court, please. Of course. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosanaga. I am the head waiter at the Western style restaurant called Le Carvila. Damn. Are you alright?
You seem to be coughing up summer. Oh, is he sickly? Oh, he's so cute. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Okay. Well, it really should. Yeah.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarters was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels and accommodations overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of this district's so-called restaurants, an occasional eatery 3 days ago.
Understood. Hoga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir. And no petty objections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, yeah.
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had few diners at the time of day.
Okay.
The lunchtime rush was over and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in with my memories of it, too. There was hardly anybody else in the place.
Ahem, ahem.
It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an Englishman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Hold on, let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found laying on the floor, besides the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I believe I asked you to refrain from any petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw.
But, shakes my head, the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant. Don't worry, Ryu. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point. Oh,
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in the court today.
yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh, wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter, Ryu? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson's to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? I guess we wait and see. We wait until our turn, right? I desperately wanted to say something, but I was told not to interject. Ryu, if your partner tells you study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I've never have gotten into university otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. All right, you've scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there it is, something I wanted to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for the court's proceeding, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not afraid. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw. Is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memories of the event is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. He lying. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look at it. Okay. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a troubled situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conspicuous waiter. Conspicuous. Thank you, sir. Some may, right. The court will take plan and add it to the court records as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course, here you are. It must be something on the back of that card. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shooken him. The waiter business card has been entered into the court. Okay. We're going to take a look at that card.
So, the court has now heard a precise of the case.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. We better say something. Defendant. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
Boy, I am not. In other words, you may have some small representation in the terms of your evident punishment.
I called this waiter
As an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecutor has decisive evidence sworn witness who represents at the scene of the crime.
I'm saying it's all messed up. Don't be afraid. What do you think I should do, Cosima? This is your life. What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Heck, because if you're innocent, you're innocent. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual. You said it, Professor Makabo said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. Cosmo like, bruh. As I said from the outset, I believe your innocence. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
Dang, he always playing victim card on me. What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer's duty is bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty?
Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, right, Ryu? The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. The point. Then was just how decisive this evidence really is. Right, come at me, bro. As you wish. Indeed. Please continue with proceedings. Tisk, well, you were warned. The young can be reckless. Many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silent forever. The prosecution calls its next witness. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witness at once. Ew. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. We didn't really get a chance to play that much, but we're kind of hitting that threshold of when I like to kind of end the video because I don't want to be too long so that way you guys can enjoy it, but I don't want to be too short either, that. So if you guys are enjoying me reading this and us doing our case, please let me know. I'll keep playing it so that way we can get deeper into it. We didn't really get to play. We did mostly just catch up on reading. But if you like this video, you guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, babes, and I will see you Space Cadets in the next video. Bye me.
Darling.